Hello, everybody. My name is Aka, and welcome all to my yearly top 5 games of the year, I guess you could say. It's exactly what it is. 2020. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, 2020 can easily be just described as a complete shit show. It started off pretty okay. Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's alright. Then coronavirus came in, it's like, oh shit. And as the fucking year went on, it just got worse and worse and worse. It's kind of getting better now, though. Okay, December came around, it got a little better. We got a fucking vaccine, so whoop-de-doodles. But that didn't stop many gaming companies from still trying their best to make us, the community, the players, and all that, their best games possible. And of course, some of them did the exact same thing and just made pay-to-win pieces of shit. We all know them. And we all still, and most of us, for some odd reason, still play them. Oh well. Oh well. I'm not here to fucking talk about. I'm not here to get fucking controversial with y'all. I'm here to play fucking games and try to make people laugh. Couldn't tell you if I succeed at that though. But I will say, if you have, if you're a new subscriber to the channel, thank you very much for sharing your time with me, honestly. And fuck, what's the words? I can't fucking say them. I do appreciate all the nice comments, and I would love to actually try to reply to more. I'm busy with IRL work shit and stuff, and yeah. But either way, I guess let's get on talk about top 5 games that I enjoyed for this year. Of course, this is my personal list. You may or may not disagree, and if you do, that is perfectly fine. You're a human being. You're allowed to disagree as much as you want. Therefore, let's get into this. Coming in number 5, 7 Days to Die. Now, this on console at the very least, and I'm so glad I have PC gameplay of this. On console at the very least, is dead. Period. It's fucking dead, beaten into the ground at this point. What's the why would we play it when we could just play the PC version? Well, some people can't, of course. Some people are unable to play the PC version and they just have the console version, which honestly for them that really genuinely sucks. If you don't know what happened, Telltale, the game that was helping with, I think they were helping, I don't know exactly what Telltale was doing, but they were doing something with the console version of 7 Days to Die. Well, when they went under, everything got fucked. Everything's out the fucking window, and yeah, that included the console rights, the 7 days. Last I heard, some random fuckbar. I don't mean to be rude. Last I heard, someone had the rights, but they weren't doing anything with them. Well, I'm not sure who it was or what they were. They were a company that would develop games and all that. But what I heard is fucking Fun Pimps. They're not a fucking console company, so they can't do anything. So even if they got the hands to it, they couldn't do anything. And so I think I did hear somewhere that they did get the rights back, but I can't confirm. But either way, right now, console 7 days is straight up dead. It hasn't received an update in fucking 2 or 3 years now. I think around 2, somewhere around that. And all the new stuff that's come out on PC is amazing. Honestly, if we could get all that on console, it would be amazing. Seeing fucking console 7 Days Redemption would fill me with fucking childhood joy right there. You know, that joy you'd get waking up on Christmas morning as a child, just to see the mass amount of presents under the tree for you. Oh, God. Those are good times. And but at the moment, console 7 days has really not gone anywhere since last year or even the year before that, as a matter of fact. But I do still really enjoy it. I do have the PC version, and therefore I really am enjoying all of it. The new update, the newest updates, The weapons, the vehicles, the zombies are all great looking. The game itself looks amazing. From what it has looked like on console, what it looks like right now is like a memento of what it used to look like. And seeing it on PC, how far it's come, oh, it's fucking amazing. It's great. I am genuinely excited to see what this Fun Pimps do next with 7 Days. I mean, it's been a minute since the last real update, official update. I saw that Alpha 19.9, or was it 6? I saw that came in. I was playing around with it. I saw a new zombie, but either way. Yeah. PC 7 Days is in a good state, how it is. I haven't heard any shit on them, and again, I haven't really looked. So if they do have much shit on them, I can't confirm. But I think it's in a good state. I enjoy playing it. And I'm just going to fucking keep rambling on about the same thing. I should move on to the number 4 spot. Number 4 is going to be Borderlands 3. Coming, not having the greatest of releases. I think it released last year. Not having one of the greatest releases because villains weren't the greatest. Story kind of meh. And some of the main characters are more not the funnest to be around. I'm looking at you, Ada. Personally, I never cared, honestly. I thought the story was fine. The characters were fine. None of it really stood out. But the bosses, I thought the bosses were great. And what it's done this year, it's DLCs. I don't exactly know which DLCs have come out this year, but I think Psycho Krieg and the Fantastic Fustercluck came out this year, I think, and I think Blood and Bones did? I'm probably wrong about that. Either way, I thought those both were amazing DLCs. The 2 DLCs before then were also good, but those 2 stand out the most as having some of the funnest weapons. I mean, hell, Blood and Bones brought back the fucking Unkempt Herald. Yeah. If you played Borderlands 2, you would know how broken the Unkempt Herald was. It's not as broken as it was in Borderlands 3. I wish it was. I mean, it was for a minute on Moe's. You could walk into basically any fucking map, shoot once, and the entire map would be dead. I'm joking. It's not a miniature Norfleet, as much as I wish it was. That'd be great if they brought back though. And a few of the other weapons you got. Oh, what was it? I don't know what this is. The fuck you. Yeah, I think it's the fuck you. It came from Psycho Krieg. You shot it, and if it hit something, it basically sent a shit ton of bullets outward. Just in every direction. What I would do is, I'm using Moe's, I would just get in their face and just into it. But I guess I should move on. Number 3, which is actually a new one. A full new game. Not that a new game that's come out recently. It's been around for quite a little while now. In fact, a very long time. But I never took the time to play it since I didn't really enjoy the first game. But I took some time. I sat down. I played it for a little bit. I saw it was free and decided, hey, fuck it. Why not? Coming in at number 3 is Destiny 2. Now, I did play the original Destiny a little bit. I think I got a Titan to level 10. And that was it. I returned it to GameStop and kind of just said fuck it. It wasn't really my favorite thing. Friends I played it with were kind of dicks and didn't really want to fucking do anything but what they were normally doing. But playing Destiny 2 as, yeah, it's no Warframe. Not even close, honestly. I mean, it's fairly close. They're both looter shooters, but at the same time, Destiny is a lot harder, honestly. Like, I very quickly figured out Warframe is definitely a power fantasy game, whilst Destiny is a strategy is, I think at least, it's got a lot of strategy to it. Needing to be for raids and shit like that. And when Beyond Light came out, I had already been playing for basically more than half the year. It was really enjoyable, honestly. Farming up exotics and just running strike after strike after strike. I am absolutely shit at Crucible, though, and Gambit, which is really where a lot of my depression from the game comes from. That game, seriously, Destiny caused me fucking depression so fucking bad. It wasn't even funny just how bad. I'd lose my shit playing Destiny. But that doesn't change just how much I enjoyed playing it. The guns felt nice. The fucking exotics were amazing. Honestly, having come from playing Borderlands, I was expecting you to be able to just throw whatever the fuck you want on. You want 15 different exotics on? Cool. Go nuts, dude. No. Only one piece of armor and only one weapon. That's, not exactly what I was expecting or wanted. But Destiny's Destiny, Borderlands is Borderlands. What was I expecting? I've heard a lot of people, of course, compare. Which one's better, Destiny or Borderlands? My argument was, I think Warframe, or not Borderlands, sorry, Warframe or Destiny, or, well, Borderlands was a competitor as well, but I think Borderlands 3 kind of stomped that one. You know, got stomped, I mean. When it came to the... Fuck, that was not... But when it came to the argument about just which one was better, Warframe or Destiny, honest to God, I always said Warframe. Of course, I had never played Destiny before that. Having played Destiny, I can see they're both fairly different games. You can't really compare the two unless you're talking to someone who would enjoy both of them. Personally, I don't enjoy the kind of game Destiny is, but at the same time, I've been enjoying Destiny. So, that's weird. What I'm trying to say is, if you're the kind of gamer who's into power fantasies, you're gonna most likely like Warframe better. If you're the kind of gamer who really likes to get your ass kicked 15 different times until you finally get it right until on the 16th try, that boss is one hit away from getting its ass blasted, and you do it, the blasting for it, the ascular blasting of that boss, and it dies. The satisfaction from that, oh my god, it's amazing. I see why people play these rogue games. I never understood why do people enjoy getting their ass kicked over and over and over again until finally I fucking did my first raid in Destiny. Holy shit, we spent, I shit you not, honest to God, I think World's First was faster than what we did. Because, because we spent hours on it. It was terrible. Honestly, it was. The satisfaction of finishing it, though, was amazing. And I said to the guys I was with, I'm never doing another raid. I've done 3 raids now. I don't care if some of you could say, like, oh, I've done 17 different raids and I can all solo them. Fuck you, I don't give a shit. I don't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say fuck you. I'm so sorry. Maybe you'll be mad at me. Oh my god, that was cringe as fuck. That was cringe as fuck. Holy shit. Either way. But I've never been a good player. Honestly, Destiny has made me realize I am garbage at video games. I really am. Just complete shit at them. And I'll throw my best clips up every once in a while and fucking say, oh, look how cool I am. But I know, and you should all know as well, I am shit at video games. Doesn't mean they're not fun to play, though. Ugh. What else is there? For any Destiny players who just want to know, I started off as a Warlock, and I played that for a good long little while. I've got one of my favorite weapons to play with the Warlock, though I haven't played with it for a while now, is actually Tommy's Matchbook. Just because of, I really enjoyed doing the whole put a rift down, have, I forgot what the chest piece is called, but it allows you to get, like, blood something. What is it? Well, it will extend your rift duration. So, you know, if you have a healing rift, and the Tommy's Matchbook, of course, drains your health, but does extra damage, you know, you're not going to die anytime soon, and you're just going to be dealing a shit ton of damage. Which is fun. It absolutely is fun. Then popping Dawnblade and just being like, hey, enemies, fuck you. But I started using Hunter a little while ago, and I've very much come to really enjoy the Arcstrider. Just being able to run up to your enemy and punt him in the face with with a stick made of electricity. Like, here, face my electric dick. Boom! Titan really wasn't the favorite of mine. I really thought tiny flaming hammers. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're cool. I mean, they're flaming, exploding fucking hammers. But honestly, I want a bigger hammer. Good thing there's a bigger hammer. But I think when I first started playing Titan, I of course ran through the story on all of them just to get a feel for them. And I didn't like Titan just because the jump fucked me up. Because I was used to a Warlock jump. And the Hunter jump was so different that, doing a Hunter jump with a Warlock was gonna, fuck you up. But doing a Warlock jump with a Hunter really wasn't gonna change anything. Just this, just the gap that you would cross. Or the length of the gap that you're attempting to cross, it would shorten that if you were attempting to cross one. I can't even words. I can't words properly. Fuck. Resort to swearing. That's my best bet. Fuck, shitty, fuck. I'm getting fucking demonetized. I'm not even monetized. Oh, fucking well. This is definitely getting age restricted, though. Shit. Either way, Destiny very much came into the spotlight for me. And saying it's my number 3 is... it's getting close to rivaling Warframe. Personally, all I need to do is just get better at aiming. And not dying. Yeah. But I should move on to number 2 before, the rest of the video is just me talking about Destiny. Number 2 is, of course, Ark Survival Evolved. Hell, how long have I fucking played Ark? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Definitely not as long as I've played Warframe, though. But Ark Survival Evolved has had a very special place in my heart for a long-ass time, just because it was one of the first survival sandbox games I've ever played, besides Minecraft and Terraria. Which, I'll tell you the story of how I found Ark. I went to GameStop because, you still do that. My mother drove me to GameStop one day, and I asked the clerk, do you have any sandbox-like shooter games that are kind of like Borderlands? And he told me, Ark Survival Evolved. Now, having played Ark, I don't know what the hell that guy was smoking. The only resemblance Ark and Borderlands have is the fact there's guns, and that it's open world. That's fucking it. Either way, Ark still has a very special place in my heart, just because of how long I've played it, what I have on it, and what I've accomplished on it. When I first started playing Ark, it was me and a buddy called Doomslayer. And I had a Raptor. I would just buff the fuck out of speed on that thing. That motherfucker could run across the map in fucking one step. Just like, boop. Okay, we're at the volcano now. Were we just at the other side of the island? Yup. Oh, alright. Here, let's go to Carno Island. Okay, we're here. But that Raptor died. Actually, no. I deleted it because I restarted the world. Yeah, he was on the island, and I just stopped him because I got an RG. Either way, I've been playing Ark and I know this is nothing compared to some people I've seen. Hell, anybody who was playing back when the UI screen was still black and blue is probably just gonna say, like, oh, you haven't fucking been playing it for that long? Shut the fuck up, bitch. And which I'll say, fuck you, I've played it for long enough. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes I like to call myself the walking Wikipedia when it comes to dinosaurs. Because, sir, name a dinosaur and I can fucking tell you all about it. Don't do the fucking meme where it's like, oh, play Ark Survival Evolved, name every fucking dinosaurs. I will pull that Wikipedia article. I will pull that fucking Wikipedia article up, I swear to God. Oh, someone's gonna ask it to me now. Fuck, I need, let me get that thing tabbed very quick. No. But I slowly but surely bought all the DLCs as they came out, of course. I think originally when I started, Scorched Earth was out. Yeah, when I started, Scorched Earth had already been out. And what really motivated me to play it, because of course I had played it before, but it was like, okay, it's a pretty cool game, but I don't think I'm going to play it over, the mass amounts of Call of Duty that I used to play. But what really motivated me to play it was when I found Neebs Gaming. I've bought in These Guys Sucks for the last 3 years now. I absolutely adore these guys. Just as much as I adore Ark, actually. And I think they're super fucking hilarious, and it's really cool to see a group of 5 people, which nowadays is not really something that comes around often. It's more like 2 or 3. But a bigger group of 5 people, and hell, they can have more. I think they've had a server full of, 100 people at one time. Granted, none of them are speaking, and it was for a stream. It was fun to watch that, though. And it's really fun to watch them. It's just constantly swearing and screaming at each other, though it's fucking hilarious. And those guys are the reason why I play Ark to this day. It's just they show off some of the funnest things in that game. And they don't do anything really special. They don't go after anything specific. It's kind of just a story mode thing for them. Along with that, I found a bunch of other Ark YouTubers. I saw Axeman. I never really watched Evolution, but I seen Syntech is actually one that I've really started to watch a lot recently. I haven't watched him a lot, but I do watch him, of course. It's quite a bit. If you want a taming video, if you want to learn how to tame something, he's got a video for fucking everything. Literally everything. It's you want to talk about, I call myself the walking Wikipedia, but honestly, I'm nothing compared to him. He is fucking the walking fucking dictionary. Some dictionaries don't tell you definitions of fucking animals and shit, though. But if I had to choose one person that Wildcard should name, the survivalist, the survivor that rises above every other survivor, I would honestly call it Syntech. I really would. But that's just me. Y'all might have different opinions, and that's absolutely fine. So, I guess we should move on to the number 1 game, which, if you heard me talking about it a few times, is, of course, Warframe. Warframe has been on the list for as long as I've been doing these videos. Every single year that goes by, I'm still playing Warframe. Don't get me wrong, I'm no veteran. I haven't been playing it as long as a bunch of other people have, but I've been playing it for a good little while now, and a thing happened last year. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't really want to. It kind of not the funnest thing for me to talk about, but that really fucked me up. But honestly, I recovered. And I recovered in a big way. I would still say I want a couple things from it. But then again, it's nothing I can't refarm for in time. All I need is patience. As much as I don't have, I just need it. Either way, I want to say 7 years is how long I've been playing Warframe. I know for a fact I played it all throughout junior high and high school, both being 3 years for me, and I want to say I started it in the summer before junior high. Therefore, I'm going to say that I've been playing Warframe for 7 years. Maybe a year more, just because I graduated this year, and, spending an entire year outside of school makes me think that I've maybe got more. Honestly, I'll count half and half of my year before and now, so we'll say 7 years now. I play on console, of course, so if you went to look my fucking thing up on PC, you're not gonna find anything there. I've tried to play on PC, and I've gotten a little far, but then I just stopped playing because, Warframe's a grindy-ass game. It's grindy as fuck. If you don't have the time and the patience for it, it's going to be hard to get into. I've been trying to get one of my Destiny friends to get into it. He told me he will try it, and I'm excited for him to try it because, having another friend that plays Warframe, I don't have many. Hell, I don't have many friends that I still play with in general. But having more friends to play games with is always fun, especially with Warframe. I recently, actually just yesterday, it is January 1st at the January? Is it January? Wait, yeah, 1st of the year, right? January? Yes, January. It is January 1st at the moment. And I recently, just yesterday, in fact, for New Year's, me and a friend ran a Kuvalich. He told me to get Toxin on a twin Stubbas. So that's what we did. We played the game for 3 hours straight, which is nothing. I was playing the game for far longer before then. But, and we killed that Kuvalich within, I want to say, 3.5 hours to 3.5 to 4 hours. We killed that Kuvalich. Honestly, it was the funnest I've ever had playing Warframe. It was probably the funnest I've ever had trying to kill a Kuvalich, because I've only done 3 Kuvaliches before this one we've done. The first one was to test the system out. The second one was an accident, while farming for the Kuva Brahma. I accidentally reloaded while I was near the thing, and it stabbed him in the butt. I thought you could just get rid of him. Nope, that doesn't happen. And the third one was for the Kuva Brahma. But, my fourth one here was completely... I had no idea what I was getting into with it. I hadn't done Kuvaliches for so long. I forgot a lot of the things when it comes to them. Like, fucking... Honestly, I didn't know he can only go up to level 5. He was tanky as fuck, but me and my friend managed to completely annihilate him. I've recently also found a lot of fun and excitement coming from one of the Warframes, Baruch. Just because, and I know people say he's just a worse Excal, having a fucking gauge locked behind his best ability, while Excal can just be like, oh, here we go, time to murder everything. But honestly, I think the gauge makes it better because, you just be using that fourth ability while barely touching all the other ones. I mean, how many people have actually made a fucking top-notch Radial Javelin build on Excal that can clear... Oh, hey, Bunker. Sweet. Go do a thing with him later. But how many people have actually made a top-tier Radial Javelin build that can fucking one-shot, like, fucking, what's the word? Steel Path enemies. I gotta tell him to give me a second. But playing Baruch gives me a chance to use all of the Warframe's abilities. I can play that frame while always using his abilities. Having all of his abilities available... Yeah, having all of his abilities available to me. But... But when you do finally get to his 4, once you get that gauge down, unleashing his Serene Storm is amazing. It's one of the most... It's one of the most funnest thing I've done. And yes, I've tested out both a Baruch build and an Excal build that I have against the exact same enemies, and of course, Excal annihilates them so much quicker. My problem with Excal is I don't have the survivability that I have with Baruch. He's got 1 instance of CC. I guess you can count Radial Javelin to maybe stun an enemy or two here and there. But as far as I'm concerned, Radial Javelin is not something you want to be using. Honestly, the only thing you use his 1 for is for mobility. And maybe to get to an enemy quicker so you can punch him in the face with your 4. One of the only reasons I see a lot of people using Excal for is either for his Radial Blind or his Exalted Blade. I see Baruchs, they use him for the exact same reason. Trying to build his 4 so you can fuck everything in your path. His disarming daggers are great. I don't use Loki, and I don't use other frames that can disarm enemies as much as a Baruch can. I'm fucking rambling again about a character in the game instead of the actual game. I'm sorry. But everything in Warframe has just been fun. Kinda fun. Makes me want to fucking kill myself, again. But what game doesn't do that? Every game has a small instance where it's just, oh, fuck, why do I have to do this? Ow, it just broke my ankle. Fuck. However, of course, the game makes up for it with its rewards. At least to me, it does. I was farming for a Necromech, and they recently, of course, released Bone Widow, the Necromech. Bone Widow, the Necromech. That's an odd sound. That's an odd sound. They released a new Necromech called Bone Widow. It's really... having farmed for the first one, I thought, okay, cool. I'll just, take Octavia. Shot this thing, Until I realized that they nerfed Octavia. That wasn't very nice, DE. Either way, I did find new use in my own Voidric Necromech. I also found that the Ignis is very effective against Necromechs. I also found invisibility. Well, I'd found that before, but this time it was a lot more useful. I heard though that the test server that they had recently announced that they were doing, the most recent one that actually was Deimos Arcana with Bone Widow, I heard it didn't go very well, and they're losing a lot of content creators because they have stopped listening to their player base. I kind of heard some good news from it a little while ago, but I'm not sure. I need to see more to really to be convinced. God damn it, Bunker! Either way, I still love it. I still love this game. It's still one of my favorite games to play to this day. I had to take a small break from it. It was the break that I played Destiny with. But I did come back after a little while. Took me a minute, though. Deimos Arcana had to come out first. Not before I got me a regular Necromech, though. But I will admit, some of these games infuriate me. They do. Hell, some of the games on this list that I say that I love infuriate me. Farming for Bone Widow was a pain in the ass. Oh my god, I got stupid lucky on my run with the regular Voidric, because I got one of the rarest pieces first. Like, I didn't get the most common piece until I had already had three of the other rare ones. However, while these games infuriate me, I still really do enjoy playing them. I guess to finish this off, I'll go on to my 3 honorable mentions. I always have an honorable mention because I can never decide. Because I don't want to do a top 10 list and have everyone waiting here for 3 hours while I explain how amazing all my favorite games are. So, honorable mentions. First off, we got Cold War. Cold War really brought me back. Call of Duty Cold War, of course. Cold War really brought me back to Black Ops 2, honestly. And the thing was, I was good at it. I've never been good at a Call of Duty game. I've recently become, in the last year or so, become pretty good at Black Ops 2. Which is, I think, where the skill that I have in Cold War comes from Black Ops 2. But yeah, Cold War really took me back to Black Ops 2. Things feel nice. I think the class customization is nice. Some of the maps, aren't the greatest. I mean, hell, Nuketown on that is a fucking spawn trapping motherfucking worst thing in the world, honestly. But I saw they brought back Raid. I went fucking off first time I played that. Holy shit, I was a fucking monster. Top of the leaderboard, 59 million kills. I didn't actually get 59 million kills. I think I got around like 50 or something. Which, it was just normal team deathmatch. Wait, was it team deathmatch or was it? It was team deathmatch, yeah. I think it was TDM. You know what? Honestly, it was probably kill confirmed. Or, yeah, actually, I think it was kill confirmed. Well, let's go if it was kill confirmed. But I did very good. I've never been able to do good in a Call of Duty. My best friend has always been top of the leaderboard while I've been Hey, I'm just keeping the bottom warm for you when you decide to come join me. So, when I can finally get my spotlight and shine at the top of the leaderboard, I feel like a fucking god. But I guess, moving on from Cold War, Generation Zero. This is a game that's been around for a little while now. Or at least I think it has. But I have to say, this game is the most beautiful game I've ever laid my eyes on. Nothing has been able to compare to this game for me. And when it comes to game design, I really enjoy lighting. And I think they're called sun rays? The kind of lights that will shine through like an open window in a dark cell. Running through a field of trees and having the moonlight coming at you. You see all those lights coming just as you're running past these trees, all the lines and the light, and it just looks so beautiful. If I could find the image of it, I will, and it'll be fucking glorious. Because seriously, it's beautiful looking. At least for me. My only problem with Gen Zero is the stealth system is kind of meh to it infuriates me. It's like at one point, I think they said you can use foliage. I think at one point they said you'd be able to use foliage to protect. God, come on, Bunker. I think at one point they said you'd be able to use foliage to protect yourself from detection. Yeah, half the time that doesn't really work. Like, stealth in that game basically equals up to, if that motherfucker sees you, yeah, you're not escaping. You're gonna have to run halfway across that giant-ass map just to get away from him. And, you know, that sucks. Either way, Gen Z. Honestly, if you haven't played any of these games, I would highly recommend them. They're all amazing games, and they deserve praise for what they've done. Finally, an old favorite of mine. This one should, honestly, in my mind, be at number 1. If Warframe wasn't a thing, it would be at number 1. Reason why it didn't even make the list is because I'm afraid it will always be number 1. So, but at the same time, if Warframe ends up doing that for the next few years, I might put that in honorable mentions as well. Terraria. This is a game that has been very much compared to Minecraft. Everyone says, it's just a 2D version of Minecraft. I looked it up. Terraria came out first. Maybe so. I don't remember, actually. I'm not going to look it up either. If it did, I'll show you. If it didn't, well, I'll show you that I'm wrong. Which I probably am. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm always wrong. But Terraria, if I could consider myself a veteran of any game, personally, it'd be Terraria. I wasn't around during the alpha, but I wasn't around during the real alpha when the game was first released. But man, have I been around have I played that game for a long ass time. I shouldn't say I've been around for a long time. I'm only 19. I haven't been around for fucking that long at all. But I will say, I've been around for a little while with Terraria. I've played it a lot, and it holds a very special place in my heart. As I said, Ark holds a special place. Terraria holds that place right above it, and Warframe holds the spot right beside it. Terraria is one of those games I've been playing for a while now. I need to shut up about how long I've been playing Terraria. I'm no fucking Chippy Gaming or anyone else. I didn't play the game in its alpha, but I have been. But I will say, seeing what it's become is amazing. It's great. It's an amazing game. Even now, as it's on its final update, 1.4 has come out, and the final update and the final update having come out, Terraria being done. No more updates for this game. I wouldn't say I'm satisfied where it is. I'd like to see more events. Just more shit to do. Because I enjoy the game so much. because it's fun to play. The final sword in the game, I will say I'm very much happy with that, though. Zenith is fucking monstrous. The best magic weapon in the game, the best summoner weapon in the game. I kind of want to see what a 3D version of Terraria would look like with realistic graphics. Make this thing into like a fucking WoW style RPG, and I'll play it. Fuck it, I want to see what it's like. But don't change regular Terraria. If anybody from Relogic happens to ever see this, honestly, I think you did an amazing job with this one. And I could say a lot of people agree with me, too. A lot of the reviews that I've seen on Terraria have all said it's an amazing game. Either way, that's it for the top 5 honorable mentions and I guess the sad ending. I enjoy every single game that's on this list, and not a single game on this list infuriated me to the point where I just never wanted to play it again. I guess you could say Monster Hunter did, but that wasn't an infuriation. That was just more a feeling of failure, I guess. Oh well. Either way, I apologize for the sad ending. I look forward to seeing what all these games do in the next year, and I guess we'll see how this list changes by the end of this year. Hopefully Corona can fuck off, and we can all get back to fucking going to grocery stores without having to wear masks everywhere, because, fuck that. Seriously, I got terrible fucking pimples on my chin because of it, motherfucker. I just don't fucking can't breathe. Shit. But, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.